If you've just got your hands on a pair of Apple AirPods Max 2 and you really want to get the most out of them, then here are the 5 settings that you guys should change straight away to get the very best performance. Because while these might look very similar to the originals, we've got the same design, the same price tag, and even the same smart case, if you can call it that. It's actually what's going on under the hood that makes a real difference here. You've got Apple's new high dynamic range amplifier, updated DSP, and of course the H2 chip, which unlocks a lot of these smarter features in these. So here's how you get the most out of them. First up, adaptive audio. If you change just one setting after getting your hands on the AirPods Max 2, then make it this. Now this essentially blends active noise cancellation and transparency mode together automatically depending on your surroundings. So instead of constantly switching between the modes depending on your environment, the headphones actually handle it for you. And in our testing, this has worked really well. Whether I'm in a taxi, walking next to a busy road, or sat in the office, these headphones reduce those louder background noises like construction work, but allow for traffic and voices to come through. Now, some people will still prefer full control, and that's fair enough, but for everyday use, this just makes things feel a little bit more seamless and intuitive. To enable it, you simply need to go into your settings, find your AirPods Max 2, and under listening modes, select adaptive. And you can also customize adaptive audio in the settings to tweak it to your preference. Simply head down to the audio heading in your AirPods Max settings and select adaptive audio. By adjusting this slider, you can determine if the adaptive mode prioritizes more ambient noise like awareness or more noise cancellation. Next up is conversation awareness, and this is one of those settings that sounds a little bit gimmicky until you actually start using it. When you begin speaking with conversation awareness turned on, your music automatically lowers. Noise cancelling eases off and voices come through more clearly. So instead of taking your headphones off every time someone tries to talk to you, you can just have a quick conversation and carry on. This works really well when I'm in the studio listening to some music or working on a video. If I need to ask Kieran a quick question, I don't need to switch mode or lift an ear cup. It knows to let the audio of our conversation through to me. To turn this feature on, head to your AirPods Max in settings, scroll down until you see audio, and next to personalized volume, you have conversation awareness. Now, to be fair, this isn't a completely brand new Apple invention. We've seen pretty similar H2 powered features on the AirPods already, but it's still a big deal to finally have that kind of smart behavior on over-ears, especially because these are the kind of headphones that you're likely to wear for long periods of time. Now, you might not use it all the time, but it's definitely worth switching on and trying it out for a couple of days. Once you get used to it, it is quite hard to go back. Oh, and quick bonus tip, whilst you are down here in the settings, I definitely recommend trying out personalized volume. This uses machine learning to learn how you like your music in different environments and automatically adjusts it over time. So if you tend to listen louder on the train but quieter in the office, then it starts learning that and fine-tuning things for you. Now, it's not the flashiest feature on paper, but once it starts working, it's actually really useful. Next up, try using these wired. If you plug in via USB-C, you unlock lossless audio at 24-bit 48 kHz, along with lower latency. So if you're listening to music more critically, you're watching films, gaming, or even using these at a desk, then it's going to give you a cleaner, more stable, and more detailed sound overall. Now, realistically, most people are still going to be using these wirelessly most of the time, and that's completely fine. But if you do want to squeeze just that extra little bit of performance out of them, then this is 100% worth doing, and it's definitely worth trying at least once so you can hear these at their very best. And regardless of how you like to listen, I'd also recommend turning on loud sound reduction. This will help reduce louder environmental sounds while preserving the audio that you're listening to, and it works with transparency and adaptive audio. This is especially useful if you wear these for longer stretches. Now, it's normally on by default, but if it's off, you need to head down to accessibility in the AirPods Max 2 settings and then turn on loud sound reduction. Oh, and before I forget, a wired connection also opens the door to creating and mixing in Dolby Atmos spatial audio with head tracking, which is pretty impressive. So if that is something that you're into and you've tried them out, then please let us know how you got on with that in the comments below. Next up, spatial audio. And this is one that I think a lot of people either skip or don't properly set up in the first place. If you go into settings, tap personalized spatial audio and complete the ear scan, it maps the audio specifically to you. And when you're listening to Dolby Atmos content, it can make a big difference to just how immersive everything feels. It's one of those features that really shines with films and TV, and you get a real sense of space, direction, and depth that feels a lot more cinematic, with the right content, of course. You've also got the option to turn head track on or off. Now, personally, I think it works really well for films. It's a little bit more hit and miss though for music, depending on what you're listening to, but it's definitely worth trying both to see what you prefer. Once you've got this all set up properly, this is one of those features that really does make these feel like a premium pair of headphones. Next up is voice isolation, and this one is less about what you hear and more about how you sound. It uses the H2 chip to separate your voice from the background noise around you, so the person on the other end of the call hears you more clearly. Now, the mic quality on the AirPods Max 2 is pretty great anyway, but turning on voice isolation means that dialogue is completely isolated. To turn this on when you're on a call, simply swipe down and tap phone controls. You'll see we have 3 different settings. We've got automatic, standard, and voice isolation. But let's head outside and actually put these to the test. Okay guys, so this is just a quick microphone test between the Apple AirPod Max 1st gen and then the Gen 2s that I'm going to switch to in a minute with voice isolation mode on. So as you can see, super windy, we've got a busy road behind me. So I'm now going to switch over to the Max 2s, put voice isolation mode on, to see how they hold up. Okay guys, so we've now swapped over to the Apple AirPod Max 2s with voice isolation turned on. So let me know how these sound and how they compare versus the Gen 1s in the comments below. Now, before we round this video up, I wanted to leave you guys with a couple of bonus tips, tricks, and features that we haven't yet covered that are definitely worth knowing about. First up, live translation. Now, this is still fairly new, but if you travel a lot or you find yourself speaking to people in different languages, it's actually a really interesting feature to try. I gave it a go whilst on holiday, and even though it's still in beta, it worked pretty well. Next, you can now use just Siri as well as Hey Siri to activate Apple's voice assistant, along with head gestures, so you can respond with a simple nod or shake of the head instead of having to speak out loud. Now, this is really handy if you're out in public and you don't want to look like you're having a full-on conversation with your headphones. And finally, probably the most pointless feature on the AirPods Max 2, camera remote functionality. Now, this lets you use the headphones as a shutter control in supported camera apps. Now, I'm still yet to come across a scenario where I would actually need this feature, but who knows? Maybe it will come in handy at some point. So, there you have it. Those are my favorite AirPods Max 2 features, settings, tips, and tricks. If you guys have found this video helpful, then we'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe so we can keep making more content like this. And of course, let me know down in the comments below if you want to see a full review of these, maybe a comparison against the original AirPods Max, or maybe AirPod Max 2 versus some of the other top competitors in the wireless headphone market. Make sure you get in the comments if you've got any other tips and tricks to share, and I will see all of you guys in the next video.